COVID-19 Pig Derby.
Ah.
Yeah. And so let's bring the agriculture director, Chelsea, onto the line here. Good morning.
Hafaday, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Sabrina.
Good morning.
So we're doing
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, happy Tuesday. We're doing a pig derby. It is, I know. I thought it was Monday. My schedule's
Every
all
day feels like Monday now.
Right?
for the last 2 months, right? I guess just because I know you guys do the pig derbies, but how did you come up with this idea to do it at this time?
Actually, Senator Rigel called and asked if we could hold a pig derby to help address some of the needs for families that need food. And it just sounded like such a perfect idea at the perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, we had extended the hunting season anyway, but because of the social restrictions or social distancing restrictions, we were only extending the hunting season for people who currently had hunting licenses. So people who wanted to get new licenses couldn't. And since some of the restrictions have been eased and we've been integrating more people into work at the department, we thought this is a perfect opportunity to sell hunting licenses to people who wanted to buy new ones, and then have a pig hunting derby to help reduce our invasive feral pig population, but also provide food to families in need. It just, all the benefits just were evident for this, so we thought this is a perfect chance.
Right.
It is. When are we going to do the chicken derby?
I think we should maybe start like a kids program for that.
Mm. So what do people need to do to sign up for this pig derby?
Well, we're trying a new approach here. They need to register, but what we're doing is circulating the registration form through social media, through emails, through WhatsApp. So we've already started doing that. But we also have our office available for people who want to drop off those documents, and then we're having in-person registration. We had it this past Friday on the 22nd, and we're having another in-person registration on the 29th, where people can drive into the department, park. We have someone who will come out to you fully masked and all their gear, present you with the registration form.
I don't know if you covered this already, but because I know that this is going to be going to feed people, is there going to be someone there cleaning? Is it, if you kill it, you clean it?
No, well, so the hunters are donating the pigs. So we have sponsors, or well, not sponsors, but participants who've come on board offering their assistance. Both Matson and ATL are offering refrigerated containers that we will stage so people can turn in their pigs to be counted so that they can win a prize. And then the mayors will come on Monday to pick up the pigs, and they've already identified people in their villages who need the additional food support, so they'll present it to them.
Mm-hmm. And when's the derby? It's this weekend?
The derby will be on the 30th and the 31st. Okay. The check station will open at 4:30 a.m. and close at 8 p.m., but hunting begins 30 minutes before sunrise and ends 30 minutes after sunset.
Mm-hmm.
And is this where's this again?
Yeah, where's it at?
The check station will be at the Department of Agriculture.
I see. And then where's the hunting ground? Is it just all over?
We have our Guam map books where we will have the hunters mark off and identify where they will be hunting. So we will have conservation officers patrolling in those areas and available for assistance if they need, but we will know where the general areas for each of the hunters will be at.
What about deer?
Deer will not be accepted. It's not part of the derby.
Okay.
And then the hunters will each come with identified runners who will be assisting them. They identify obviously where the runners are, and the runners can be coming in to turn in the meat while the hunters continue hunting.
Nice. What's the response that you guys have gotten? Because I feel like people are kind of pent up and they want to go shoot it. Stuff.
Well, for the first Friday that we had over, I think, 16 people come in, submit forms, but we had only announced it just that Thursday with the press release and with the registration form, so we're expecting a lot more this week.
Right. And
we had someone waiting at the department 8 a.m. this morning to turn in stuff. So people are excited, and we're excited to be able to participate and help them.
All categories? You bring your whatever firearm, crossbow even maybe?
if you have, or if you're planning on using a firearm, you need to present a valid firearms ID.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we also have the bow, I guess, crossbow category, and those are the two categories that can win firearms or crossbow. And we're keeping it simple this year, just to minimize interaction. And the only category that there are to win, or that is available to win, is the most pigs shot.
Nice.
Mm. You know, I don't know about the pig derby. I've never participated in a pig derby. I don't know where you go and hunt for pigs, but just if people are hiking, should they be concerned?
Well,
or?
Yeah. Good
Absolutely,
question.
which is why we wanted to start publicizing this as much as possible. And at the same time, there have been pigs everywhere.
Right.
So hopefully this makes it even safer for hikers. I mean, we've seen pigs in Tamuning now.
Yeah, scary.
Okay, so what? Hikers don't go hiking on the 30th and 31st? Because there seems like a lot of people are hiking these days.
Right.
That sounds like a great message for them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless they're going to be staying on known hiking routes, maybe, and wearing clearly bright colors, hunting orange and all the bright fluorescent colors possible. But yeah, stay away from going deep into the jungle for sure.
Okay. All right. Anything else going on, Chelsea?
We're slowly bringing back more personnel to do more things. We've just got the hunting derby is a big deal for us right now. Our nursery is not open for purchases, but we're trying to work with FEMA and Island Grow Power as well to procure more seeds and plants so that we can give those out to families in need. That's one of our major focuses right now. We also have, we're trying to start a process with registering fishers on Guam. There's $1 million available for fisheries, for commercial fishers and sustenance fishers. So we're getting ahead of the game by creating our plan right now. NOAA, National Marine Fisheries Science Center, or I guess the subsection of NOAA, is working on creating guidelines that they will then hand off to a Pacific Fisheries Commission, who will oversee the distribution of money to commercial and local sustenance fishers on Guam. And they're supposed to work with us to create a plan, but we're creating our plan now that we'll present to them, so that we can get ahead of the game and have money start getting into the hands of commercial fishers and sustenance fishers who've lost money during this time.
I did want to follow up on something. I think I read it somewhere in the breakdown of CARES funding, or Trump provided to the government of Guam, and I want to say there was money for the farming industry here on Guam. Have you guys gotten any federal funding as a result of the COVID crisis?
It actually hasn't come down to us. I was staying in close contact with USDA through NASDA, which is the National Association of State Agricultural Departments, and they provided a lot of information to us about that, but the money wasn't directly channeled through us. From what I understand, it was going to USDA Farm Services Agency, and it's supposed to be available to farmers at the end of this month now, so I think they're I saw an email from Tom Camacho that they're going to be having a webinar about that for how farmers can take advantage of direct payments. And from what I understand, they're just going to have records to document their crop losses and economic losses, and then they would be able to get direct payments for those.
Okay, so it's all U.S. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the only funding I saw that was available to farmers.
Okay, and it's through USDA, not necessarily Department. Okay.
Man, Chelsea, you know, you guys did some really cool orange long sleeve pig derby shirts. I want to say last year, the year before. Are you doing any of those for this weekend?
No, I think we only have extra larges and double XLs available from last year's.
Oh, good. I'm going to text you on the side, okay? Because my mom took my shirt.
Okay. We didn't have enough time to do procurement and all of that for shirts right now.
Right.
But this is kind of like a not an emergency. Well, I guess it's kind of an emergency hunt, but we'll try and do something else maybe later in the year. This is put together with a lot of logistical support from our senators' offices. We try not to task the mayors with any sort of work because they're already going through so much right now.
Right.
So their only responsibility is to come and pick up the meat on Monday, and that's it. We didn't want to bother them with anything else. And then, like I said, Matson and APL both stepped up and offered their assistance. They really wanted to help out.
Well, thank you, Chelsea, for your input and anything you need. You got our number. Keep us in the loop as we head towards the Derby this weekend.
Sure, thank you. And I want to say yes, I'm still a Munya.
Right. Okay. I got
Huh?
you.
All right.
Okay.
Some
Okay.
of the comments.
Oh.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
Take care.
Wash your hands, then.
Every day, all the time.
Okay. Good. Okay. Bye. 9:25. We'll take a little break. What do you think? We're gonna get us some of this pig meat or what? You down?
No, I think it's for people that really,
is.
really need it.
No,
so.
there are people. Who really
I know
need it.
you. It was so obvious you wanted a shirt.